Yo, what's good? This your boy, Mr. Fat Pack, coming to you live from the ATL. And I'm back, man. Had a week off, you know what I'm saying? But that don't matter. I'll let y'all know later what's going on. Welcome to the show. We about to get things started. You already know how we do this. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, you see the stuff up here, man? I'm about to make my drink. Hope you about to make yours too. Here we go.
Here we go. All day and all day. My main focus is getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. All day and all day. My main focus is getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money.
Welcome to the show. Hey man, I'm standing up so y'all can get a chance to check out my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all like my shirt. Hey man, it is your boy, Mr. Fat Pack, coming to you live, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's Tuesday, March the 29th, 2022, and we about to get these things popping. Hey man, I've been out, man, but I'm back, man. So you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it, man.
Here we go.
Yeah. I should have been fucking with this music shit, man. Shit, rough out here. It's Fat Pack. Yeah, trying to get my stuff together over here. Still making my drink, but man, you know, we ready to go. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into it, man. I ain't really do no story today about Ukraine. Y'all already know what's going on, man. It's crazy over there in Ukraine, boy. They bombing houses, churches, schools. They not discriminating. Ukraine don't care. They say anybody can get it, and at this point, it's just sad because you know they killing innocent people that don't have nothing to do with this. And you know what I'm saying? It's a sad situation, man. Like I say, they hitting schools. They hit a school, man. They done killed over 200 kids by now, man. The count is really getting up there. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta pray for the people in Ukraine. They going through a lot over there. We can't relate to living, you know, it's crazy, man. You can't relate to people over there. You can't relate to the life that they living over there. So we gotta pray for Ukraine, man, and hope that they be able to bounce back from everything that they going through, man. They can't walk down the street without being scared of something gonna happen. So, like I say, just say a prayer for Ukraine, man. We're gonna talk about this COVID situation, man. You know, everybody been talking about all the crap that's been going on with, you know, the award show and all that other stuff in Ukraine. But, you know, we fail to remember COVID is out here, man. They shutting a lot of stuff down, man. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, they shutting a lot of things down, man. They oh snap, hold on. Hold on. All right, my bad. So yeah, man, they shutting down a lot of testing sites, man. Some states are closing testing sites despite fears of new surge, just like many did before the Omicron surge. So yeah, some public health experts are concerned, saying that the U.S. may be unprepared for a new wave of cases. Massachusetts, Utah, South Carolina are all gradually closing sites. State health departments have cited sharp drops in demand as a critical factor in their decision. So they trying to say people ain't really going for the testing, but like right now it ain't no surge, so ain't nobody really concerned about, you know what I'm saying, the COVID. So of course they're not gonna see high numbers, but you know, it is what it is. Public health experts also claim that with closing mass testing sites paired with mass mandates being dropped, it could lead to the country scrambling in the face of another potential surge. So, you know what I'm saying? Like they trying to say, you know, we not prepared. If we, you know, when this next surge hit, we not gonna be ready for it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like if you go out, you notice a lot of people, man, you go places and people walking around without their mask on, man. It's crazy, man. Like people getting comfortable. So, you know what I'm saying? That's up to you if you decide to be comfortable or not. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the reasons I've been out, you know, because I've been, you know, my health, ever since I got COVID, I've been dealing with issues still. So I'm still dealing with it. You know, I'm good right now. You know, I don't have COVID, but you know what I'm saying? My nose just started running for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep wearing your mask, you know, because it ain't over, man. And it's another surge coming through soon. All right, man, let's get over here and talk about Google. Google is facing some issues. Google got some big issues going on over there. What the hell going on with Google, son? So, you know, let's see. Hold on. Google. Yeah, man, Google. A lawsuit accuses Google of racist bias against black employees, alleging that it pays them less and denies them opportunities. The plaintiff, April Curley, a black woman, claims the company steers African Americans to lower level jobs, pays them less, and denies them advancement and leadership roles because of their race. Now, the complaint also alleged that the black Google employees face a hostile work environment and suffer retaliation if they dare to challenge or oppose the company's discriminatory practices. Black professionals and visitors at Google's main California campus headquarters were routinely harassed and targeted, often being questioned by security and asked to show ID. You know what I'm saying? Curley lawsuit seeks to recoup compensatory punitive damages and lost compensation for current and former black employees at Google. It also seeks restoration for current and former black employees to their appropriate positions and seniority. So she's trying to get some people that's gone back in their position. Hold on, let me sip to that one. Feels good. Yeah, so Curly's lawyer, Mr. Ben Crump himself. Hey, this man everywhere, man. Curly's lawyer, Ben Crump, said while Google claims that they're looking to increase diversity, they were undervaluing, underpaying, and mistreating their black employees. So, you know, they sending mixed signals, you already know. The complaint was filed in San Jose, California, which, you know, I was out there, you know what I'm saying? I had to upload my pictures to show y'all I was out there at the little Google spot. But yeah, it was reported in December that California's Department of Fair Act and Housing was already investigating the way that Google treats black women employees. So Google has not responded to these allegations as of yet. But, you know, they're going to come out, you know, apologize, you know, try to act like, you know, whatever. But yeah, man, they dogging people, man. And, you know, excuse me, you know, we still trying, it sucks. We still got to fight for that equality. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got to deal with, you know what I'm saying, trying to be equal, man. And it's crazy. It's 2022. You feel me? We shouldn't be having to deal with that. But we are. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully we'll be able to, you know, deal with this, man. Let me see 1 second, y'all. So yeah, here we go. All right, boom. So yeah, Google out here bullshitting, man. Fucking Google. We're gonna talk about this dude, man, in Florida, man. A missing Florida man was murdered by his baby mama and her new boyfriend. The search for the missing man, Melvin Ray, who was 39, ended with 2 arrests. Lashun Triplet and Johnny Wesley, who was also his friend. And both are being charged with first-degree murder with a firearm. Yeah. Both are locked up in Orange County Jail as of now. And after police discovered Ray, they both got locked up after police discovered them. They found Ray in the trunk of his own car. Wilcox had ran into both Triplett and Wesley together at the Central Florida Fair on March the 13th, according to deputies. The two men had got into an argument because Wesley never told Wilcox about him and Triplett, who began dating a year ago. So, imagine walking out, you at the little fair, you know what I'm saying? You chilling, you probably vibing, with your little honey, you know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, he wasn't with his honey because, he thought she was at the crib. But, yeah, and then he bumped into them two at the fair, and that's how he found out, you know what I'm saying? So you would think that he would cut up and act the fool. They got into the argument, whatever. And, because he didn't know. Authorities have over 10 hours of surveillance video showing Wilcox entering Wesley home but never leaving. Several people tried to move his Honda and started with jumper cables. It was allegedly backed up to the front door and all the lights were turned off in the house and the man drove away in the vehicle. Officials did not say who was driving the vehicle, but they said they saw Wesley an hour later walking back to his home, placing 2 big trash bags in his trunk and driving away, then returning 15 minutes later. Now, Wilcox had been shot in the head twice, and he'd been shot in the head and twice in the shoulder and the neck. His mom was one of the people who reported the car stolen. She told police she knew about the altercation between Wesley and her son. She also said that her son told her he was going to see another friend, but when she reached out to that friend, he said he never arrived. She then reached out to Wesley, who said Wilcox arrived to his house, got into another fight, but left in his car. So, it's a whole bunch of crap going on, but, apparently they planned on shooting this man and killing him together or whatever. So they're in jail in Orange County. So, you know what I'm saying? We wish the family of Mr. Melvin Ray, we send him, our prayers and condolences, man, because, that's, ain't nothing good about, losing a life, man. Don't talk about this LAPD detective, man. Y'all know we done seen all the documentaries. Or at least I have, you know what I'm saying? Seen all the Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Tupac documentary. I remember the one documentary with this detective who was investigating the case, and he was kind of angry because he felt like they stopped him in the middle of finding out who was the killer of Notorious Big and Tupac Shakur. A former LAPD detective who worked on the case says he know who killed Tupac and Biggie. The fact remains that both cases were never technically solved. No one has been charged, leaving people to continue to wonder who killed Tupac and Biggie. Now, ex-officer Greg Caden, who was assigned to the robbery homicide division, claims he could put an end to the rumors. In an interview with Vice, Caden said Orlando Anderson is absolutely, positively the murderer of Tupac. Now, everybody know who Orlando Anderson is. That's a guy that he was fighting with at the Tyson fight, after the Tyson fight in the lobby. So this police detective is trying to say that he's the killer. Why is he saying that he's the killer? Because he says Puff Daddy was associated with a high-level drug dealer named Eric Martin, a.k.a. Zip. Zip was getting his goods from a West Coast gang member named Keith Ed, whose nephew is Orlando Anderson, the guy who was seen fighting in Vegas, right? So apparently, in this story, they saying all 4 were in the Cadillac that night with Anderson pulling the trigger. There's a good chance that Anderson would have been charged in the murder, but in 98, he was killed during a drug deal at a car wash in Compton, obviously making him immune to prosecution. So that's why they're trying to say nobody was ever named the Tupac murder, because Orlando Anderson was killed during the drug deal. As for Biggie, Caden says Biggie was killed by an associate of Suge Knight. Apparently it was a hit. Wardell Faust, a.k.a. Poochie, a blood gang member from Compton, well known to Suge and his circle, was hired in 1997 to track down Biggie at the Peterson Auto Museum. He was told to wait outside and when he leaves to shoot the car up. Suge apparently paid Poochie $13,000 for this hit. Caden say they don't know if Poochie acted alone, but they definitely know he was involved. Poochie was also eventually murdered in 2002, making him immune for investigation as well. So That's why I know nobody was ever charged for the murder of Biggie. It's crazy, man. Tupac was 25 when he died, and Biggie was 24, man. That's crazy, man. Like I don't want to say it seemed like yesterday, but it still seemed like it wasn't that long ago, man. But rest in peace, Tupac and Biggie, man. If them boys were still alive, man, some of this music probably wouldn't exist today that we listening to. You know what I'm saying? And some of these guys that's big wouldn't exist or wouldn't be as big as they are. I ain't gonna say no names. I want too bad, but I ain't gonna. You know what? I'm gonna just keep it on the hush. Next, some of y'all ain't gonna like this one, cause I know I'm a little guilty of this too. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about nobody. You know what I'm saying? We all do what we do. But anyway, Netflix is testing ways to charge people for Netflix is testing ways to charge people for sharing their accounts. That's crazy. They plan to launch a test letting primary account holders pay an additional fee for users outside of the households to attempt to address illicit password sharing. So you habitual password sharers, they out for you. According to Netflix terms of services, a customer account may not be shared outside of the household. After years of turning a blind eye, last year the company ran a limited test prompting users to enter their credentials as a way to nudge freeloaders into paying their own account. So Netflix plans to offer an extra member feature in the 3 countries, Chile, Peru, and Costa Rica within the next few months. God, ain't you glad you don't stay there? I might got a couple of listeners out there, but I don't think I tested them places yet. But yeah, so Chile, Peru, and Costa Rica, y'all in trouble. As for the other tests that the streamer has conducted, there's no guarantee that the option for non-household members will end up as a permanent part of the service, but they're gonna test it out. Netflix, why can't? It's 'cause my mom. Netflix says that they'll be working to understand the utility of these features for members in the countries before making changes elsewhere in the world. In addition, Netflix is testing out the ability to let subscribers transfer user profiles to new accounts, which would make it easier for the password moochers. So if you ever been hacked by Netflix, this feature is for you. And logins will now have verification codes, so they're trying to make it harder. But you know, people just gonna be like, "Hey, bro, when you get that verification code, man, send it to me." You know, that's what we do. Hey, man. It is Tuesday, March 29th, 2022, man. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I see y'all peeping in. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick little break, and I'll be right back, man. Y'all go ahead and, hey, look, I got my drink, man. So y'all go ahead and fill up, man, or go ahead and pull up if you ain't got a chance. And we'll be right back after this quick break. Y'all sit tight, man.
Don't take your love from me, girl. Say bring it right back. Bring it right back. Say bring it right back. Say bring it right back.
Man, everybody, please take a second, go by the YouTube page, subscribe to the page. Numbers been going up. I appreciate it. I love seeing the numbers go up. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube page, I appreciate it if you guys go stop by and do that for me.
Always greener on the other side. I've been constantly thinking about the nights to remember, staying up till the sunrise up. Do you remember how we used to cuddle up under the covers? We was just the best of friends, but we made love like some lovers.
Second of all, FatPacks Lounge is now streaming also on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Welcome back to the show. This your boy, Mr. Fat Pack, coming to you live from the ATL. It is Tuesday, March the 29th, 2022. And it's your boy, Mr. FatPack, coming to you from FatPacks Lounge, man. Hey, man, y'all see the picture up there, so y'all already know what time it is. We finna get into the meat of the day. Man, so this ain't my damn cup. I gave you the wrong, I gave you my damn cup. It's all good. Yeah. So we have all seen the video by now of this, y'all see the picture up there, man. So I'm sure everybody has seen the video. Boy Chris Rock got punched, got smacked, and he was on national TV, man. Everybody saw it. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. So, yeah, man, it's been all over TV, man. Everybody been talking about it, man. I went to work the next day, heard it, had the, folks was in the break room talking about it. It's been the chatter. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that's what everybody on. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and let y'all see it.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I feel bad, man. I feel bad for Chris, man, because I don't think it was staged. You know what I'm saying? I think it was, I think Will caught up in that Richard Williams character still, man, and he need to come up out of that, man. He tripping, man. He stepped over the line. You know what I'm saying? He did it on TV, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some repercussions down the road. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. We gotta, black on black. He wouldn't have did that if it was Will Ferrell or somebody else. Just throw a name out there. Yeah, he wouldn't have did that to a lot of people, man. But he did it to Chris Rock, one of our own. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bad look for us. We look like the angry black man again. And then he went up there and apologized to everybody but Chris Rock live. And then he went on Instagram and did another apology. But that apology, he apologized to everybody else again. Like, you already apologized to them once. Like, his focus should have been Chris Rock the second go round, I feel like. So, Will got a lot going on. The Bel Air show doing real good right now. It just sucks for everything. He been getting a lot of awards for the Richard Williams thing, and he goes out and does this. So it's a bad look for him. It's a bad look for us. I feel bad for Chris. Like, he tried to, I guess he was trying to be professional or whatever, and he did. He did what he was supposed to do. I was watching Ricky Smiley. He was talking about, Will should have came in the back and pulled him to the side and gave him a chance. And if he said something in the back out of whack, then he should have slapped him. But it didn't come down to that. So, Will gonna face some backlash. He probably gonna apologize again. I'm waiting for Chris Rock to say something because I feel bad for Chris. Will been going through a lot, man. He got a lot going on, man. Him and Jada been going through it. Y'all know about the August Alsina situation. It's claims going around about they was already divorced, and it was also rumors about him being trapped in a marriage under threats of secrets being spilled out. So it's a lot going on, man. People have been calling their marriage a sham and unconventional based on the August Alsina entanglement. Everybody know about the entanglement. People have been, I said that already. Will Smith is allegedly furious over Jada Pinkett's closeness with another actor and has a feud with an unlikely foe. One report says Will doesn't like seeing his wife pile around one star in particular. And cuz that person is Queen Latifah. Now, Latifah and Jada have been friends since their teenage years and are frequent collaborators. Sources say Latifah has no time for Will and thinks Jada is too good for him. She encourages Jada to do what she wants regardless of how he feels. So it sounds like Will begging Jada to stay and she really want to leave. Now he feels like a third wheel, and people close to the Smiths say things were starting to head in the right direction until Latifah reemerged and started butting in. So it sucked because, you know, Latifah and Will, you know, they supposed to be tight, man. They was tight from back in the day. I remember. Latifah's sexuality also, you know, is a big role in why the story actually is, you know, a story, because, you know, they say they lesbian pals or some shit like that. So, hey, but when prompting girls trip with Jada, Latifah saying nothing but praises of Will and acknowledged how instrumental he was in landing her first role on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that's what I'm saying. They used to be tight back in the day, but you know how it be, man, when, you know, girls don't like the fellas homeboys because, you know, they talk back and forth, and fellas don't like the girls, you know, homegirls, because y'all be talking all that shit. You feel me? But anywho, yeah, man. You know, so that's probably why Will, you know, went up there and knocked my man out. I don't like that shit though, Will. You need to tighten up, man. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to see how they deal with this, man. But we're gonna go on and go to the next story. Gonna talk about Miss Keke Wyatt, who I recently did on the last show or two. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned how, you know, she was expecting a new child. And of course, for Keke, that will be child number 11. You know what I'm saying? So she got another child on the way. But pregnant songstress Keke Wyatt has responded to backlash after publicly revealing that her unborn child has been diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder. Now, Wyatt's baby tested positive for trisomy 13, where the 13th chromosome appears 3 times in full or in part. Babies with this disorder can be born with a host of congenital disabilities, including cleft lip, cleft palate, kidney problems, clenched fists, or extra fingers and extra toes, man. It's sad. The babies usually only survive a few weeks, but you know, it can be a miracle. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be negative. The child will be with the Wyatt. The child will be the Wyatt's 11. She also revealed that recently she is open to baby number 12. Like some people need to. Let me hush. Anyway, I want to send love and prayers to the Wyatt family. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when people used to say good luck when I used to be expecting my baby, and I used to be like, you know, okay, as long as the baby got 10 fingers, you know, 10 toes, everything good. But you got mental issues, you got health issues, you got a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's crazy. You know, sometimes you got to see things or, you know, witness things to, you know, be grateful. But, you know, be grateful for your health, man. Y'all be grateful for your health. We go to this next story, man. Former Georgia deputy has been arrested after police said he broke into the home of the late Demaryious Thomas to party. Several items of memorabilia, a gun, and other valuables were also stolen from the house. Thomas passed away December the 9th after he had a seizure stemming from injuries he suffered in a car accident in 2019. Thomas' mother said the locks had been changed and that no one should have been in the house. Social medias had tipped her off to the fact that the house had been broken into. When police arrived, they watched the Uber driver deliver food to a guy who answered the door and refused to give any information to why he was there. Police found at least 7 other people, as well as a gun magazine, and marijuana. Police then found 2 people asleep in the master bedroom, one being identified as Vashon Jones, an ex-Bibb County deputy who resigned in 2019 after being charged with theft and credit card fraud. A woman who was with Jones stated that she had met him the night before at a club and he asked her to come back to the house. She was just there chilling, you know, getting whatever you doing, man. Yeah. Jones stated that he used to live at the home and that he helped Thomas with his medical issues before he passed. Police still arrested Jones and charged him with criminal trespass. So far, nobody has been charged with theft. But police said the investigation is still active. So that's up, man. This man passed away and police officer going here and breaking his house. He's saying he was there before, but we can't prove that, bro. So we'll see how that turns out. You know what I'm saying? See how that turns out, man. Whatever. Let's get on to the next one. Hey. All right. So yeah, let's talk about my boy, man, Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle. Last year, Dave Chappelle drew widespread criticism for transphobic comments he made during his Netflix special, The Closer. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't. I think I watched that. I'm not sure. But in the midst of that, he had employees walk out and protest. A trans employee was fired during this time too. We don't know why, but he probably was the main one in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't finna. Let's go. He probably was the ringleader. You know what I'm saying? You know how to be extra. But anyway, several celebrities weighed in. Jay-Z said, if you spend time with him, he's brilliant. I don't know what the fuck that got to do with the situation, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? My dog brilliant. We know that. Channing Tatum said he's a dangerous person to talk about at the moment and left it at that. You know what I'm saying? But now Kathy Griffin is chiming in saying she loves Dave and that he's a genius, but she believes Dave Chappelle is just a transphobic guy. Now, for y'all that don't know, transphobic is someone having or showing a dislike or prejudice against transsexual or transgender people. Probably a bad time to do that. Anywho, she don't think he's trans bashing or running around harming gays. She just think he's transphobic. Griffin also explained why her trans friends are hurt, stating his heart beats for George Floyd as it should, but when it comes to them, he doesn't get it. I don't get it neither. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad example, but I mean, whatever. I don't get it. Anywho, I get, yeah. So Last week, Mase called out Diddy in Oracle 2, The Liberation of Mason Betha, a diss track in which he questioned the hip-hop mogul's NYC roots and accused him of shady business practices. Now, y'all know Mase and Puff been going back and forth. Look at Mase back there in the back. He look like he mad. Like, boy, when I get done, I'm going to fuck Puff up, man. I'm going to do something to this shit. Puff just don't know, dog. I got something for him. Anywho, Mase returned to Instagram to shed more light on him and Puff issue, stating Puff rejected his $2 million offer to buy back his music publishing, which he bought for $20,000 in 1996. That's cheap, dog. Mase also says he wasn't the only Bad Boy alum who was mistreated and felt he had needed to speak out because nobody else would. He's not going to be like the rest of the people around Puff that don't tell him when he's wrong. He also mentions a concert for where Biggie's daughter couldn't get in, but Puff had like 50, 60 people there in the crowd. So he's trying to say Puff Green. You know, I heard I mentioned Puff earlier in the story with Tupac trying to say he was in the car. You know, I gotta suck if that's true, man. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Hey, man, we're going to take a quick break. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. I see I got a comment over here. I appreciate you tuning in. Send you a little shout out, Mr. Daniel Maxwell. I appreciate you chiming in, man. We're going to take a break, man. Y'all sit tight, man. Hey, fill up your drink, man. I'm about to get my sip on during the break, and I'll be right back. You dig? It's your boy, Mr. Fat Pack, coming to you live from the ATL. And this is FatPacks Lounge. Don't forget you can tune in every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, where I'll be here giving you some live content and some good shows. So don't forget, tune in Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I'll be right here waiting for you. And don't forget, grab your drink. If you get a second, please go by my YouTube and subscribe to the page. I will greatly appreciate it. Like I say, trying to get those numbers up on the YouTube. And you can also find me on iHeartRadio. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Don't forget, every Tuesday, 7 p.m., I'm here going live for you. Going live for you. Yeah, I like that, dog. Don't judge me. So yeah, let's get right on into it. We're gonna talk about 50 Cent, man. Y'all know 50 Cent been beefing with Stars, you know what I'm saying? 50 says Stars has messed up the flow by taking too long to greenlight his shows. 50 feud with Stars has been simmering and is unfolding with frustration over the latest series Power Force, as well as general tendency to drag its feet on renewals. 50 took to Twitter to reveal that he doesn't have a series airing on Stars for the next half year, that he has 4 more episodes of Force, then he won't have nothing on Stars for 6 months. People want to know why the hiatus, you know what I'm saying? He got all these shows. What's taking so long? Force is the highest rated premiere of any show on the network. When they take too long to greenlight it, it pushes production time back, says 50. 50 is definitely not happy about the delay that Stars took to renew Force. Had they did it in time, 50 would have had shows running straight through to July of next year, which would have been gangster. You know what I'm saying? We would have got to see Ghost, Kanan, Force, BMF. All them shows been renewed already. So 50 should be coming back to back to back. We shouldn't have to wait, even though we had to wait a whole year or two to see the next Ghost show, the one with Tariq. Like, dang, maybe they make us wait too long. Give you 4 shows and then take 2 weeks off. Man, how you do that, man? Like, what in the world? When I was a jit, we used to get the Simpsons every week. They ain't take no weeks off. The hell going on? Everything different now. Shit. Football soft. Fucking TV soft. Some bullshit. But anyway, 50 hot. You know what I'm saying? 50 was about to lead their ass, but I don't know what happened. I think they got their shit together or whatever. But I guess Stars ain't want 50 to have that long run, so they've been holding back on them. So that's why, it's gonna be a 6-month break. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people on the internet been saying that Stars, like, y'all better tighten up. 50 the only reason we here. So y'all about to lose a lot of subscribers, man. 50 been went to BET on y'all ass. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna come out with the 50 channel shit. You know what I'm saying? Oprah tried. 50 might can do it. You feel me? He might can pull it off. Let's talk about DL, Kanye, and now Mr. Steve Harvey. Shit getting weird. It's been weird the whole time. I guess, like I said, it's getting weirder. But Steve Harvey has decided to hop in on the Kanye DL Hughley beef. During his radio show, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Harvey shared some thoughts. He said if they get to scrapping, his money is on DL because Kanye has no idea. He says that him and DL come from a different era, an ass whooping era. So pull up, but you don't want it. The words of Mr. Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? He also says, to back up a little bit, man, DL ain't his problem, man. Kanye hasn't responded yet because he's been suspended from IG for violating the firm's hate speech, bullying, and harassment. Meta did not disclose the post, but said further action would be taken against the global hip hop star if he continues his behavior. So Kanye is on punishment right now. He can't get on Facebook or Instagram. He probably can do Twitter, but I don't know. They probably didn't shut him down over there too. All them people work together, man. Work together. Let's talk about Kandi real quick, man. Let's see. We're making good time, boy. I'm on point. Making good time. Yeah. So, Kandi, the Real Housewife of Atlanta star, Kandi Burress has made it clear that chances of seeing her and former castmate Phaedra Park share a screen is less than likely to happen. Now, when asked if things will be able to be reconciled, she immediately responded like, no. We all remember Phaedra left the show after she admitted about lying about Kandi and her husband Todd alleged plan to date rape former castmate Portia. No. Can we blame them? If that was true, I'm just saying. But anywho, Kandi say, man, if Phaedra gonna be on there, she just gonna, take her seat to the side, step aside, and let Phaedra do her thing, but she ain't gonna be a part of the show. So, some things you can't come back from, man. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking that, yeah, people be ready. So yeah, people be ready to get boogie on boogie. Anywho, let's talk about Miss Regina Hall, man. I love me some Miss Regina Hall, boy. Ooh, look at Regina Hall. I ain't really got no story about Regina Hall. I did see a story though that just started naming all the people that she done dated in the industry. She dated the rapper Sadat X from Grand Nubian. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that's a little bit before a lot of people time. She also dated Mr. Hill Hopper, Mr. Book Writing Man himself right there. Y'all see him, man. Check him out. She also dated Mr. Damon Wayans. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I swear it was the other Wayans, but everywhere I looked, man, it said Damon. I thought it was the other one, the younger one. But maybe they just did a show together. You know what I'm saying? We all know what we didn't know. And then last but not least, you know what I'm saying? She dated Common and Mr. Bozeman. So I ain't know, she kind of the new school Holly Berry, dog. That's kind of deep, boy. I ain't know all that, man. It's kind of deep right there, man. Before I take a quick little break, man, we're gonna talk about Miss Lashun Pace, man. A sad story, man. Everybody know who Lashun Pace is, or if you don't, you should know. You know what I'm saying? If you're from my generation, my era, you know what I'm saying? You wake up Sunday morning, she might wake you up. You feel me? But on March 21st, 2022, the beloved gospel singer Lashun Pace passed away at the age of 60. Look at her up there, just smiling. Had a beautiful voice, man. Pace was a key member of the Anointed Pace Sisters. And she was known for her hit songs, Act Like You Know, and I Know I've Been Changed. You know what I'm saying? So that was part of my repertoire. Sunday morning, you know what I'm saying? Get up, turn the radio on, get ready, you know what I'm saying? Straighten up anything. If it wasn't straightened up the day before, turn that music up, cook breakfast and listen to some gospel music. So we want to send our prayers and condolences to the Pace family, the Pace sisters, man. Beautiful voice, man. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, man. We out here losing a lot of people that made a big difference in our lives as we was growing up as kids, man. It's your boy, Mr. Fat Pack, man. I'm coming to you live. It is March the 29th, 2022, man. A couple of days, it's finna be April. Still feel like the new year just came around. We already almost a quarter of the way through the year. So, man, it's pollen season up here. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? The cold weather finally leaving, but now it's like yellow shit everywhere. You get in the car, it just be like everywhere, dog. Hope everybody is having a good, first little quarter of the year, man. It's been up and down for Mr. Fat Pack, over my end. But I'm here, man, and April is going to be a good month. Going to try to get y'all a show every week like I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Had a little issue with, a death in the family, and then I got sick. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't making no excuses, man. I missed y'all, man. I hope y'all miss me, but I'm here, and I don't plan on missing no more weeks, man. It's time to get serious about this. You see me? I got the shirts, you know what I'm saying? I got the posters in the background, you feel me? Might come out with some keychains or some stickers next. You never know, man. Fat Pack is always up to something. So just stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll do my little shout outs later, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep y'all posted with, how my tunes going and how my listeners is coming. So y'all sit tight. I'm gonna take another break. Hey, I got my drink. I hope you got yours. If you don't, go get you one. We got about 15, 20 more minutes, man, of show. I'm gonna talk about some sports, man, and we're gonna get out of here. So if you got your drink, sit tight and come back. And if you don't got your drink, go get your drink. You got like a minute and a half to pour up. If you're a mixologist like your boy, Mr. Fat Pat, you should be able to do it and be back. So come back and join your boy. I'll be right back, man. Y'all sit tight. You dig? It's your boy, Mr. Fat Pat, coming to you live from the ATL. And this is FatPacks Lounge. Don't forget you can tune in every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Well, I'll be here giving you some live content and some good shows. So don't forget, tune in Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I'll be right here waiting for you. And don't forget, grab your drink. Second, please go by my YouTube and subscribe to the page. I will greatly appreciate it. Like I say, trying to get those numbers up on the YouTube. And you can also find me on iHeartRadio. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Don't forget, every Tuesday, 7 p.m., I'm here going live for you. I like that, man. I like that. And I'm living in a fantasy. Shout out to Big Burress. Shout out to Ricky Simon right there singing. All right. So, first off, man, I want to pause the music while I do this next one, man. John Clayton, who spent more than 20 years covering the NFL for ESPN, passed away at the age of 67. John Clayton was instrumental in my life growing up. I don't know if y'all seen me before on one of my earlier shows mentioning how when I grew up, I wanted to be a sports broadcaster. You know, Stuart Scott was one of my all-time, was my all-time favorite. And John Clayton was one of his co-hosts. So, everybody on ESPN because of Stuart Scott, I knew. So I liked a lot of them. And John Clayton used to do some real funny things back in the day with ESPN. And, we want to send our prayers and condolences to his family. We wish them the best as they go through, these hard times. Like I say, always, losing a life is never easy or good for anybody. So we want to send our prayers and condolences to the John Clayton family. Let's get it, man. So we're going to talk about the NFL, man. We'll talk about the NFL, man. There's been a lot of stuff going on this offseason with the NFL. A lot of trades, man. Khalil Mack is in San Diego. Devontae Adams got traded to the Raiders. Aaron Rodgers mad about that contract. Tyreek Hill is traded to the who? People hate it, man. People hate it. Oh, y'all ain't gonna have nobody to throw him the ball. Man, shut the man. Tua finna slang that thing. Got a couple of linemen in there for that, man. Tua finna be all right. I ain't saying he finna be the man, but y'all chill out, man. Tua was being sabotaged by his own head coach, man. So in reality, Tua should get at least like 2 years, man. I give him 2 years. Listen, don't get it twisted. Before Flores got fired, I was ready to get rid of Tua. I wished him the best. It wasn't like I was mad and like he garbage. I just, was like, all right, let's try something different. You feel me? I ain't want to give up, but I was like, look, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy he's still here. I don't think he'll wash. I don't think he'll bum. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people don't like the Dolphins, so Tua ain't gonna even get the respect. If he was anywhere else, he probably wouldn't be getting bashed as much. But he is. So I mean, he been trying to make it through. You feel what I'm saying? And now he got a coach that's gonna try to work with him at least for a year. If it go on longer than that, then maybe that's a good thing. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people been moving around with the NFL, man. We gonna see how this turn out, man. And the AFC West before the Tyreek Hill trade, I was like, boy, the AFC West strong out there. Now Kansas City done made some pickups since they done grabbed like 2 receivers. I know they got the dude from Green Bay, Valdez Scantling, whatever his name is. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but they got the dude from Green Bay, and then they signed somebody else, man. I can't remember, but they got 2 receivers out there. We gonna see what they gonna do. Cowboys ain't shaking nothing really. Denver, they got the end from the Cowboys. He was supposed to sign with them, and then he faked them out and went somewhere else. Same thing happened with Zadarius Smith from Green Bay. I think that's his name. He was supposed to sign with the Ravens, and I think he ended up going to Minnesota. So a lot of he say I'm gonna do this, and a lot of it ain't been happening. So we'll see, man. Like, we'll see what's gonna happen with the NFL. There's still a lot of good players out there, man. Tyrann Mathieu still out there, the Honey Badger. There's a few people still out there, man. A few good players that can still contribute and make a difference, man. Some veterans out there. So we'll see, man. It ain't over. The free agency still going on. We got the draft coming up in April. I buy my draft book every year. I'm surprised I ain't got it sitting around here. But I've been buying a draft book every year since 2000. And I had all of them, but I just recently lost them, man. So I'm a little disappointed about that. But I think I'm up to the last 4-5 years. So you know what I'm saying? We'll just start a new stash, but I'll be reading everything, man. I go through there and read about all the players, so I'm excited about the draft coming up. The Dolphins ain't doing shit in the draft because we just traded all our picks. But still check it out, man. It's probably going to be a lot of player movement. I love player movement, man, and this offseason, this shit feel like niggas, like people playing Madden and shit, so we'll see, man. It's probably, like I said, it probably ain't over. Let's get over to the NBA. Let's see, man. NBA, y'all know what time it is with the NBA. I ain't even got to say nothing. I'm going to just let my dog explain it to you. What time is it, homie?
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Oh, my God, man. I love Jim Moore, man. Yeah, man. It's time for the playoffs, man. The NBA, man. Listen, hey, I'm ready, dog. You feel me? Like, hey, are you ready? Because I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? The West, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know out West, Phoenix Suns out there tearing it up. They out there running stuff. So you got the Suns out there. You got Memphis. You got who else? Who's the third team? The Suns, Memphis, and who's the third team? Golden State. Dang, I'm tripping. So, you know, it's going to come down to them out there. You got the Heat, the 76ers, the Bucks, and the Celtics, who've been the hottest team since, you know, the All-Star break. So the East is starting to get a little tougher. The West been already kind of tough. So we're going to see how this turn out. The Bulls been slumping. That's really it with the East side, man. The West side, like I say, you got my boy Ja Morant. I love Ja Morant. Dallas been playing pretty good lately. Denver still playing without Jamal Murray, who's still waiting for him to come back. I don't know if Kawhi is not back. I know Paul George supposed to be coming back recently. He might have played like last night. I'm not sure. I haven't looked up anything from last night. But it's NBA playoffs time. Hey, and I'm ready, dog. What you say?
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
The Lakers might not make it, man. We're going to see how they turn out, man. Hey, a lot of people going to be upset if LeBron and them don't make it to the playoffs. So we'll see. Gonna talk about Isiah and Jordan real quick, man. Most people, most fans are aware of the rivalry between Michael Jordan and Isiah Thomas. The two players do head to head, and in the middle of the playoffs, they do head to head in the season and in the playoffs for several years. It may be to Isiah and the Detroit Pistons' credit, who tried everything in their power to hurt Michael. It might be them who made him who he was. You know what I'm saying? They used to dog Mike when he used to come up in there, dog. Especially after they finally realized he was going to be good. They used to try to hurt Mike, them Pistons, man. Rodman, Lambeer, Mahorn, Vinny Johnson, Dumas. I don't know if Dumas was in on it. But, you know, the bad boys of Detroit used to dog Jordan when he used to come through there. And then Jordan finally beat him, and that was the end of that. When he beat him, they couldn't really touch him no more. It's like, no matter what y'all do to me, I'm going to come back stronger. And now that I'm beating y'all can't stop. And that's what it was. Jordan went on one of them 6 championships. Detroit never was the same after he beat him. Jordan says it goes back to the All-Star game in 85 when he felt Isiah and the rest of the All-Stars froze him out and wouldn't pass him the ball. It was his rookie year, and Jordan didn't want to be a bother to any of the veterans who was there leading up to the All-Star game. He says he didn't go out the whole weekend, but the one time he did go out, he ended up in the elevator with Isiah. He said said how you was doing. Isiah spoke back, and he said that was it. By the time the All-Star weekend was over, it had got back to Mike that he was considered cocky and arrogant because he didn't speak to Isiah in the elevator. Jordan say that made him feel some way because he wasn't there to step on nobody's toes. The next time they played, Jordan went off and scored 49 on Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know it don't take much for Jordan to get motivated. And apparently, after that was, what led to the feud. And still to this day, Jordan and Isiah don't really get along, man. It's kind of like the Jordan and Pippen relationship. Hey, man, Scottie Pippen, man. That dude is funny. We ain't talk about him this week, though, man. Let's talk about this situation, man. This is my little messy story. Give y'all a little messiness for the week. IG model Sophia Jamora is back in the news. Who is she? That's who another model, Miss Ezra Halidi, seemingly implicated her in a relationship with LeBron James. So this is supposed to be LeBron James' side chick. You feel me? Although there was a lot of backlash when the post went viral about LeBron and this lady, it quickly subsided due to lack of evidence. Jamora found herself in the headlines one more time this week, and again, it involves an NBA player. But this time, it wasn't NBA All-Star Mr. LeBron James. It was Jaxson Hayes, the NBA player from the New Orleans Pelicans. According to TMZ, New Orleans Pelicans star is in the report for getting physical with her. Jamora says she started dating Hayes around October 2020, and that Hayes first got violent with her around Valentine's 2021 after a joke she made about a lack of flowers. She claims he cursed her out, hit her with a suitcase, tossed her across the room, and broke down a bathroom door to rip her phone away. And she also claims that more abuse followed as the relationship continued. But, she stayed because of that money. NBA player names surface and getting entangled in many public facing controversies is nothing new. But what makes this different is the legal circumstances and turbulent accusations. Hopefully this situation gets resolved soon because the seriousness definitely calls for it. So yeah, it's crazy how these players just be passing these chicks around, man. Like, that's crazy, dog. Like, that shit like high school. I guess it's like high school, but it's still like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, hey, here we go. Maybe in about another year, she'll be caught up with another NBA player. You know what I'm saying? They don't waste no time. You feel me? But hey, listen. Y'all know I'll be excited about my Tuesdays, man. I love doing this. I love y'all allowing me into y'all homes and letting me speak my mind and share my thoughts and, explain to y'all how I feel about stuff that we be watching on TV. I hope a lot of things that I share with y'all, like I say, either you don't know or if you do know, maybe I'm adding something to it that you didn't know before. So hopefully it's informative and I hope y'all enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I'm going to be back next week, same time, same place. You already know Mr. Fat Pack will be going live 7 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday nights. I'm still considering changing the night to Saturdays because it'd be hard some Tuesdays to get to y'all. And, so I want to make sure I'm giving y'all the best when I do step behind this microphone, behind this beautiful bar that I did build myself. I don't know how to build, but somehow I built this bar, and it's good. So, yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in next week, same time, same place. Give a couple, I got to give my shout outs, man. Like I say, my audio people, shout out to my audio people on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. I'm so sorry last show I forgot Apple Podcasts. I couldn't remember y'all. I love Apple Podcasts because I get a lot of hits from Apple Podcasts. So super shout out to Apple Podcasts and all my listeners on my audio podcast. Shout out to Spotify and shout out to Spotify, Google, iHeart, and all of them, man. It's nothing but love. I appreciate my audio listeners on the podcast be showing hella love, man. So I'm gonna give y'all a little, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my listeners. I appreciate y'all. Hey, without y'all, it ain't no me. So, and if I don't have y'all, I have no motivation to do this. But I get a lot of people chiming in and checking in on the show, so I appreciate that. It's only gonna get better from this point. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot more stuff I'm gonna be adding into the show coming up. Gonna have a few people probably chime in with me on the show. Have some special guests come in for segments or whatever like that. So y'all just sit back and relax and play around for that. Let me see, man. Y'all already know, man. I'm looking at my audio podcast listeners. I think last time I went over these, I know I got a couple of new spots. Shout out to my new listeners in Dallas and Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? The DFW area. Shout out to y'all, man. I got some new listeners there. I don't know if I told y'all last time, but shout out to my folks in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Checking in with your boy. Shout out to my peoples in Tijuana, Mexico, dog. That's crazy. Tijuana. Shout out to my people in Tijuana, man, that's chiming in. Shout out to Wichita, Kansas. Shout out to everybody in Georgia listening, Atlanta, Warner Robins, I think new. Warner Robins, Stone Mountain, Covington, Conyers, Atlanta, East Point, McDonough, Athens. Shout out to Athens. Athens is new. Brookhaven, Sandy Springs. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Lawrenceville. Shout out to Beaufort. All my listeners from those cities, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my people in North Carolina, Charlotte, Shelby, all y'all folks that's listening over there. A couple of hits over there. And like I say, man, these ain't just like 1 and 2. Like, I got a lot of hits, man. Shout out to my people in Richmond, Virginia. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to my people in Danville. I think that's North Carolina. Shout out to my people in Ohio. Ohio be tuning in. Columbus, what's good? What's good, Columbus? Shout out to my people in Maryland. Got more people in Reston that's be tuning in. I love it, man. Like I say, without y'all, it ain't no me. Shout out to Omaha. Shout out to Des Moines, Iowa. Shout out to people out there in Oregon. I'm coming to Oregon, dog. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna be in Oregon soon. I ain't gonna be in Prineville where my listeners at, but shout out to Prineville, because you know, without y'all, it ain't no Mr. Fat Pack and it ain't no FatPacks Lounge, man. And then I got more people internationally. Shout out to the people that's listening in Spain, Murcia. Shout out y'all out last week. Shout out to my people in Belgium that's tuning in. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my people over there in Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my people in Moscow. Shout out to India, man. What? Shout out to India, man. I don't Washim, Kingoli. A couple of listeners out there in India. So, you know what I'm saying, man? Y'all see it, man. I be checking this out, man. I be checking it out. I want to know who tuning in. So, yeah, we're going to keep that going, man. Shout out to, like I say, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. I'm going to try to get on some more audio streaming sites. So be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got the shirts. I got the posters. If you're interested, you know, you can reach out. I got the website going. Feel free to stop by the website, check out what's going on over there. I got the YouTube. Don't forget, go by the YouTube, subscribe, like, share, please comment. You know what I'm saying? Let your boy know that you're there. I don't know who to shout out if you don't comment. So please stop by, comment, let me know you there. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my folks. Shout out to Sam Stills, Big Dre, Boo Dirty. Shout out to my girl Leslie. Shout out to my moms, my loyal tuner inner. I'm pretty sure she probably watching right now. If I only got one listener or two, I'm always gonna have two. It's gonna be Leslie and my mom. So shout out to them. Shout out to, you know, everybody that subscribed to the YouTube, man. I'm up to like 79 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Still struggling to get there, but hey, we keeping pushing it. We keeping it pushing. So it ain't no discouraging thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it going. Like I say, I know I get the blabbering, but I got to show love to the people that show me love. So shout out to everybody. Y'all already know who you are. Shout out to Cuz Dry Luck. Shout out to my big aunt, man. Get well soon, man. We still praying for you, man. Hope you get well soon. Got to come up there and hang out with you another time, man. But shout out to everybody, man. I love everybody. Y'all already know who you are. Shout out to the people that's loyal to me. I'm loyal to y'all. Shout out to y'all watching. You already know, man. Pray before you lay. Make sure you let somebody know that you love them tonight. You know, tomorrow is never promised. Never know what tomorrow brings. So make sure you get your prayer on, and make sure you let somebody know you love them if you do. You know what I'm saying? It could be a family member. It could be somebody, you know, a significant other. It could be whoever, man. But just let them know, man. Because like I say, you never know what tomorrow brings. I appreciate y'all, like I say, allowing me in y'all cribs. Appreciate everybody that's going to be listening on audio podcast. Same time, same place next week. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. YouTube live. I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Till next week. We gone. Holla.
There we go.